Alrighty. Howdy ho, folks. Multiversal Medium here for another whatever of Dragon Quest Treasures. Recording session, hour-long episode. Who knows at this point? I think last time we left off, we were just trying to do a bunch of odds and ends in order to get the station back up and running. And those odds and ends included recruiting an orc, as well as picking up a few materials.
Good to know.
If you defeat a monster and succeed in scouting it, be sure to talk to Miss Cicely at the personnel desk. The potential candidates can be recruited from there. Yeah. And we got us an orc. Supreme steak. Quality cut of melt-in-the-mouth meat. Used mainly for cooking. You get the gist of it now. You get the gist. Trying to think. We got a quest.
This is worth remembering.
The quest section of the menu is the place to look when you want to check the status of a quest or need a reminder of where to go next. If there's a particular quest you want to tackle, select it in the menu and press A to set it as priority. This will display a marker that will tell you exactly where to go next. Alrighty. 2 things we need to restore the station. 3 urns of royal soil, huh? Let's see. Got the royal soil, got that. Sanguinite. Where exactly are we missing sanguinite? Oh, yeah. We gotta figure out where the enemy encampment is and try to get us some sanguinite from them. Probably not super confusing for you guys because it's probably like coming up day after day for you. But yeah, it's been like almost 24 hours since I played. So I forgot. As I'm prone to. But hey. Simple to use UI, simple to figure out where we were. Simple to get back on that horse and figure things out.
Treasure!
Ooh, mallet pellet. A pellet that inflicts minor impact damage. Good to know. Good to know. I was hoping to get him the second that animation ended. Alrighty. Where are the Sylphanians, though? Probably over there with the quest dialogue nonsense. Let's make a run for it. Ooh. Sham hat witches. Part of the fun of having AI like party members is they will handle a majority of odds and ends for you. Especially considering a lot of these enemies are now lower leveled. Dragon Quest is a series that's known to have... I'm trying to think of the correct wording for it. But basically, if you're not at a certain attack range or defense range, you'll kind of hit a wall with certain enemies. There's a limit / soft cap you want to go over in order to more easily take down certain enemy types, as well as survive certain enemies and stuff when it comes to your stats. If you're below that soft cap limit, you will get raffle stomped pretty often against those enemies. That's something that's been around since the start of the series, basically. Ooh. Going for a defense upgrade, man, huh?
Let's speak to that monster later.
So obviously, considering we're a good number of levels higher than a majority of these dudes, we're able to easily plow through them because they're not reaching their limit, basically. And yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. I have full confidence in my party being able to basically take down all of these dudes. since now they don't have the stats for it. And that's something that's pretty fun and interesting, is even though it can be a bit of a soft cap before you can actually take down a boss, vice versa, you're also able to do that to your enemies. The series has always been pretty open and honest about how it works, and has a solid foundation when it comes to gameplay that I don't think it's ever deviated from in a bad way. I think we're going to get some cutscenes up ahead, but I'll go more into it. 'Cause why not? Wait a minute. I know you. It was Eric, wasn't it? I don't see your sister about. You've not lost her, have you? No, he hasn't. We're looking for the Sylphanian Stockade. And who did you say you were, anyway?
I am Captain Levante.
You really don't know who I am? Leader of the Sylphanian expedition? Veteran of the hunt, Levanter. Good, good. Then we've come to the right place. I command the very finest treasure hunters Sylphania has to offer. You're a treasure hunter yourself, if I recall rightly, though obviously not in the same league as us. So come on, out with it. You're here looking for treasure, aren't you? That's right. Come on, out with it. What are you after? Got any sanguinite? Sanguinite, you say? That stuff's pretty worthless as treasure goes. We've picked some up on our travels as it happens, but we've got our eyes on bigger prizes. We didn't ask your opinion of sanguinite. Thank you very much. If you've got some, tell us where it is.
Let me think.
I have a feeling young Gale might have picked some up. She's a new addition to the team, but she's got talent. She'll make a fine treasure hunter one day. She should be around here somewhere. Ask her nicely and she might give you some of that sanguinite. You know, you and your sister have got a lot of talent, but you're a bit rough around the edges. Come and see me once this errand of yours is down and dusted. I'll give you a lesson or two in proper treasure hunting. Okay. Appreciate it.
Let's get some shut-eye.
Anyways, as I was going to say is, since Dragon Quest has kind of always stick true to their foundation elements of game design, it's very easy to pick up and a lot of fun to master. Even when they slightly shift and add a bit more on top of the foundation, it never feels too new or too different. Something that Final Fantasy is known to not do. Alrighty. Attention! I'm Mr. Mistral, the Sylphanian drill instructor. If it's battle advice you're after, you've come to the right place. Know any secret moves?
What do you want to know?
So what exactly is it that you want to know? Tell me about pinching. Tell me about sneak attacks. Tell me about pinching. Crouch down and sneak up on a monster from behind to pinch one of their possessions.
Remember this.
Ooh, pickpocket. Okay. Press L to crouch, then you can sneak up behind an enemy and hold A to pinch a possession from him. Once the gauge is filled up, a roulette wheel will start to spin. Press the button at the right time to successfully steal an item. Incidentally, it's not just materials that can be stolen. You can sometimes steal treasure too. I'm curious if that's necessary for 100%ing this game.
What do you want to know?
What is exactly you want to know? Sneak attacks? Get up close to a monster without them noticing and you can deliver a sneak attack that will deal massive damage. Sneak up on an enemy and you can press Y to perform a sneak attack.
What do you want to know?
Yep. Never mind.
At ease.
Ooh, anytime we want to discuss the noble arts of monster battling or whatever. Ooh. What you got to say? Hmm? Who are you? Are you lost? This is the Sylphanian Stockade. It's not a playground, you know, so get lost. Alrighty. Can't talk to either of those dudes. Isabella, why are you so vocal about everything? Ooh, they got a great saber cat going. Nice. Nice. I just remember them as like a mad cat. But once more, one of my first games to ever like be played by me, just one of my first games ever, was Dragon Quest Monsters on the Game Boy Color. Got a nut, a seed that explodes at the slightest touch, used for making pellets. Useful. Because as you could tell, those slingshot stuff we're doing is a lot more damage than our usual dagger stuff at the start. Overgrown onion, a bulbous veggie that's full of flavor. Used mainly for cooking. Mostly found on whatever ridge. You just stop reading the mostly found wherever thing. Ooh, was that little Dracky talking about that? What was their name again?
Let's explore.
Vampella? Yeah, I like it. Oh, how I miss dear old Sylphania. Girl can't even treat herself to a hot bath around these parts. What's a Sylphania? Oh, Sylphania is just the most wonderful place. The scenery's spectacular. The cuisines to die for. Chock full of treasure hunters, too. It's a place where humans and monsters live side by side in harmony. In fact, sometimes the monsters are in charge of the humans. Take our very own Captain Levanter, for example. What's a hot bath? Oh, you've never had one? You poor neglected little urchin. As she doesn't explain it. Like, I'm so torn on whether or not I actually want to stop them from talking all the time. It's like, it is distracting, but also, gosh, do I love the slime puns.
Where's the treasure?
Listen.
Feels so good.
Did you hear about the kerfuffle up on Snouterhorn? Ah, yes, the kerfuffle of Snouterhorn, 2024. Just between you and me, they say Captain Levanter's got some history with silver bones. Did he chew on his silver bones?
Alive.
I'm so curious. Did he try to make bone broth out of them?
So good to be out.
So, a bit of a heads up to you guys. I have yet to play Dragon Quest XI,
Treasure.
which is astounding considering how much I talk up and say I like Dragon Quest, because that one's really popular amongst the old crowd as well as the new crowd getting into Dragon Quest. But as I've mentioned before, this channel is to get through my backlog. I've got a lot of games to go through. Looking grass, a plant that's transparent right down to the roots. Like, I think the last Dragon Quest game I actually played through was Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS, which is a very long one. That one's
So good to be out.
a lot longer than a majority of the series. And some people are like, I don't know if it's a great entry point, really. It's an enjoyable game, but it's PS1 era long JRPG kind of thing. And even then, I don't think it's too bad. But it was enjoyable. I had a lot of fun with it. By the time I fought the final boss, I was like level cap because I grinded out every job I could, including the monster jobs. And it's just like, why did I do this? The boss is like level 30 to 40 something. I'm like so just destroying him with the most simplest of ease, the lightest of attacks. Just, you know, just snapping my finger or just flicking him in the forehead and he's going down. It's kind of pathetic. Kind of fun, but pathetic. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I remember you. We met on the Snatterhorn. It was Eric, right? He isn't the only one here, you know. Who's your monster friend, Eric? She's very unusual. The name's Persila, and I'll have you know that I am not a monster.
Anyway,
Cool, whatever, I don't care. Anyway, Eric, do you remember me?
Gale.
I may be young, but I'm a fully fledged member of the Sylphanian treasure hunting team.
Yoo-hoo.
Intrepid young lady, Gale.
Ariel.
And this is my partner. We Sylphanians have always teamed up with monsters and looked for treasure together, you see. The best way to make sure you find lots of great stuff. So it's all about teamwork, is it?
So,
Eric, what exactly are you doing here? I'm looking for treasure.
I see.
You're looking for Sanguinite? You say. Well, you're in luck. I'm not about to give away my hard-earned treasure just like that. Hey, I know. Why don't our monsters have a battle? If you win, I'll let you have the Sanguinite.
Well.
If she wants a fight, we may as well give it to her. Great, let's do this. Just come and talk to me when you're ready. Okay, I'm ready.
Oh, hello.
Eric, all set to fight my monsters, are you? Come on, let's get on with it. Okay,
Good.
great. Let's go somewhere with plenty of space.
Bring it on. Good to know.
If you get into a battle against a rival treasure hunting gang, pull their flag out of the ground to clinch victory. Get to the flag, though, you'll have to either defeat all your enemies or find a way around them. Okay. You... Oh no! I'm under attack! How could you guys do this? This she-slime is very she-he. That was a very Michael Jackson moment for a second. She-he. So, as I was saying, I haven't really played Dragon Quest XI. So, I don't know how many of these characters are in Dragon Quest XI. And whether or not, like, I know Eric and his sister are. But I don't know if, say,
Just filling up.
yeah, still don't know what that equates to. Would like a tutorial in that regard. Yeah, you guys should probably be able to take him out. Oh, hashtag rude, man. There we go. But I don't know if the Sylphanians, Silverbones, any of those characters are in the actual Dragon Quest XI entry. Gale and Co. have been defeated. And if not,
Gosh.
Sylvania would probably be a great setting for one of the monster games. But it's not ringing a bell. Maybe it was brought up in another monster game. I don't know. Whatever. Gosh, we really are no match for you. Don't look so surprised. I only associate with the best of the best.
Wow.
Well, Eric's quite something, all right. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a Sanguinite, as promised. Gale gives Eric a small fragment of bright red stone. Hold on a minute, that's tiny.
Well,
This is just a shard. You can find much larger pieces if you know where to look. This isn't going to be enough. Where can we find more? I'd love to be able to tell you, but that's the strange thing about this world. Treasure doesn't turn up in the same place every time. Even if you go back to the same place I found this, there are no guarantees there'll be any Sanguinite there. So we're absolutely none the wiser, in other words. We knew roughly where to look. We could use a monster's treasure vision to find it.
oh yes.
Wait, I know. Why don't we try using your dragon dagger to help us? Go on, Eric. Think really hard about the treasure you want to find. Do it right, and I have a feeling the dagger will be able to help us find what we're looking for. I want to find the friends we made along the way, the greatest treasure of all. It was in my heart all along.
Huh?
Oh wait, I mean that way. You can now use the fortune finder.
You did it.
You unlock the power of the dragon dagger. Now you can use the fortune finder to see in which direction the treasure you're after is to be found. Keep a beady eye on the needle and track down that sanguinite.
This is worth remembering.
Press L and B to activate the fortune finder. The needle will point in the general direction of the nearest treasure, so head that way. Okay.
Now, where could that be?
Okay.
Not too far. Now, where could that be?
Yeah, keep going for it.
Not too far.
There's a noticeable hint of treasure nearby. Yep. I don't know exactly what equates to 100% in this game. I'm going to assume it's actually getting a majority, if not all, the treasure. At least treasure types, I should say. Ooh, can't do that in battle. Well, let's get this guy out. Oh, is he singing? Or was that Vampella? Whatever.
Now, where could that be? Not too far.
Looks like it's a good bit further away.
Here we go! You got this!
Keep on going this direction. We'll go from there. Anyways, I don't know if it equates to just getting like every treasure type or whatever, but I feel like this game probably is very forgiving in how it will let you.
Where could that be? Huh? Hey,
Ooh,
it's close.
maybe up above it.
To know.
Tracking down treasure. When there's treasure nearby, your monsters will let you know using treasure chest icons. The icon will become more striking as you get closer. Watch how your monsters react, then use Fortune Finder to pinpoint the precise location of the treasure. Yeah. Let's see here.
Now, where could that be? Huh?
Oh.
Hey, it's close.
Oh, yes.
Oh my, it would appear that the treasure is close at hand. Go on, get the Fortune Finder another whirl. The Fortune Finder itself won't be much use, but your monster's treasure visions will help you work out exactly where to look.
Huh? Hey, it's close. Now, where could that be? Is that it?
Ooh. Uther's vision, Isabella's vision, and Pella's vision. Okay, so as we're seeing, Vampella cannot see it from where they're at, but Gunther and Isabella can. Also, considering Vampella's a bat, they see things in sepia, apparently, or monochrome. They don't have color vision. That's kind of funny. I'm curious about the other monsters we might get if their vision just looks really radically different. Okay. Oh. Yeah, actually, Vampella can kind of see it. Okay. They were looking at the side of a rock. Oh. Got a sham hat witch over yonder. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm pretty certain the game's pretty forgiving in how it handles letting you... Ooh, was it around here? Oh, that was... Yeah, there it is. Near a rock. And how it handles letting you get 100% and probably helps you do so, which I always like. A treasure get. Sanguinite, a curious crystal with a rich red hue that is used to power the train lines that crisscross Draconia.
Better get this appraised.
You did it.
You really do have a gift for finding treasure. Remember, Mr. Houston's waiting for us back at the HQ. He'll be over the moon once we're able to tell him we finished all 3 tasks. Can't say I'm looking forward to seeing you huff and puff up the Snatterhorn again, though. As we watch things fly all the way over. Hold on a minute. It looks very windy over there. Perhaps you could hitch a ride with a little help from our Dracky friend. I'm just having fun.
Right.
So cute. Go ahead. Go ahead and give it a try when you're ready to go back to the Snatterhorn station.
I guess so.
This is worth remembering.
Use the glide forte while in midair to drift down gently from elevated locations, or ride air currents to otherwise inaccessible areas. Good stuff. Thank you to the making progress, moving forward, being productive. Something I am not used to in video games. I need to sneak around more. But to be fair, it's kind of hard when, Oh. Oh.
Whoa.
So I can even do it in battle.
I'll take that.
Ooh, got a slime drop. Okay. So it doesn't outright have to be sneaking up on them. It's just something I could be doing at any point.
I'll take that.
Got a slime drop. Nice. Gonna have to keep that in mind. Definitely very useful for getting some items, probably. Especially from certain enemies. Alrighty, it's what? Directly above us? Anyways, as I was saying, like...
Whoa!
just Dragon Quest has got its like fighting foundation perfectly down pat, in my opinion, as opposed to Final Fantasies whatever that they keep doing every single game. And I went over this in Harvestella because I went on my entire diatribe of why I actually dislike Final Fantasy in Harvestella, while also referencing how turn-based combat can be solid yet different as long as it has a solid foundation and feel different from turn-based RPG to turn-based RPG.
Let's get some shut-eye.
Whereas every single entry of Final Fantasy feels and plays different, as opposed to having a foundational... This is what this game kind of equates to. I even brought up the fact, like, if I said there was a new Final Fantasy coming out, I don't think anyone out there would really know what that equated to gameplay-wise anymore.
Let's repair
Because
the
Final
road.
Fantasy doesn't really have brand identity. It really doesn't. I can't say anytime the games come out what kind of game I'm expecting. Is it going to be high fantasy? Is it going to be sci-fi fantasy? I don't know exactly what to just expect with that series. And that's not inherently bad. It's just I can't ever bet on the quality of the series. Whereas a game that's well set in stone with its basic foundation, like Dragon Quest, and although it will innovate upon its design philosophy, I will know that no matter how it's innovated on,
Help.
the basic foundation is solid and enjoyable. Hello there, welcome to the main reception desk. Shall we take a look at our potential new recruits? Alrighty.
We've had an applicant.
First and foremost, we do need him.
Decided.
He wants some wondrous wheat.
We need monsters like you.
Oak the talk and walk the oak.
Alrighty, Slamma joins the gang.
Excellent.
No, not right now. We got ebony. Ooh, we don't have the fee for the restless armor. But we do have the fee for Muckingham.
You'll be a great asset.
I should wash my hands.
Excellent.
Nah, not gonna reorganize with any of these. So Brady, Porcella, Hoggles, and Ebony. Definitely getting Ebony.
Excellent.
And I guess we're gonna go with Brady.
I did.
Why not?
Let's have you on board.
And I don't exactly feel the need to get the other Sham Hat Witches, because I don't think they'll add anything besides just having more of the same kind of special ability, really. But again, a lot of people like Sham Hat Witch, so I don't blame anyone for getting like 3 or 4 of them. Remember, there are 3 tasks I'd like you to take care of in order to restore our station to its former glory. The order in which you do them is entirely up to you. Just be sure to keep me updated.
Anything to report?
Oh, anything to report?
Are you making
Good
progress?
to know.
When a character has a quest for you, speak to them to bring up a convenient list of all the things you need to do. Once you've done all that's required, speak to the character again to let them know. To complete each quest, you might have to gather some items or recruit a specific monster. Listen carefully to what the character who gives you the quest has to say. It's bound to contain some hints about what you need to do. Okay, yeah. Let's give the royal soil.
Say,
I found the royal soil I asked for. A marvelous feat indeed.
thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Now, if I could just take it off your hands.
Very good.
Get him a nice little orc buddy.
All right.
If you send a monster off, you can never get it back. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to recruit another orc. Goodbye, Slamma. It looks very much like you've rustled up a new recruit. He's a sturdy looking fellow to boot. He'll make a formidable foreman, I have no doubt.
Very good.
And give the Sanguinite to Mr. Houston.
Oh.
It would appear you've brought the Sanguinite I asked for. How wonderful.
Very much.
I'm most grateful to you. But this will soon be running at full steam once again. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I'll take that Sanguinite off your hands and get everything in order.
Very good.
Okay. You actually did it. You completed all the tasks I gave you.
Oh.
You've exceeded my expectations, I must say. And how? We'll soon have the station back to its best. In the meantime, I do have one more teeny tiny favor to ask. I would dearly love to see the company banner flying high once more. What better way to show the world that the Trans-Draconic Railway is back in business? We'll have passengers flocking in no time flat. Now the good news is that the company banner is right here on this island. The bad news is that it's stored beneath the ground. I'd go myself, but company policy forbids me from leaving my post. You two, on the other hand, are not subject to such regulations. So if you'd care to follow me... Okay.
Hello. Follow me.
Where are we going, Mr. Houston? Do we have a problem? You can now access the cellar. I don't know a great deal about it, but beyond that door lies the entrance to a place called the Snarl.
Help me.
What I do know is that the company banner is stored down there. So if you would care to do the honors. Okay. Let's go check it out. See if they got any skeletons in the basement and the like. Oh, what's up, Mia? How'd you get down here already? Hashtag rude.
Huh?
What's with this big chart thing? Oh, you mean the big chart thing that shows all 7 MacGuffins? The 7 MacGuffins we need to beat the game? Those MacGuffins? There's a large chart hanging on the wall. You know, all 7 MacGuffins? As well as where they're at in the big open world area we're going to. Which island and all that. Those MacGuffins. Yeah. What's up, Ursula? Where could that banner be, I wonder? My treasure senses aren't tingling at all. Which can only mean it's an entirely worthless old rag. Yep. And Borgus? That flag Mr. Houston is after should be around here somewhere. This is the most pleasant place, I'll grant you. But you'll often find treasure in the most unpromising locations. Yeah, man, that's about right. That's about right. That is for sure. Something strangely unsettling is emanating from behind the door. Best not venture any further for now. Huh. Curious if that's post-game stuff. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? It's a company banner. A large flag emblazoned with the emblem of the Trans-Draconic Railway Company. It was stored in a cellar after the company's dramatic downturn. Okay.
So,
This is the company banner, is it? Funny, it's the same blue color as your eyes.
Oh,
It's certainly rather fetching. Well, let's take it back to Mr. Houston, shall we?
Hang on.
There's something else in here. Looks like some kind of stone tablet to me. Could it be? Let me read what it says. The dragon tail lies lost, hidden amongst countless other treasures. It mentions the lapis tail. One of the 7 stones.
no doubt about it.
The tablet definitely describes the dragon stones. But to be honest, we're not any the wiser about where the lapis tail might be. I suppose not. But it's still an interesting development. Perhaps there are more of these tablets in the snarl. Tail Trailer's tablet. A strange stone tablet that bears an engraving about the lapis tail, saying it lies hidden amongst countless other treasures.
Look!
Speaking of interesting, check this out.
what could this curious chart be?
Look at that!
It says Cloud Compass.
The way to La Isla Dorada.
Huh?
Oh, so I was wrong. We need all 7 whatever MacGuffins to get to Treasure Island. Got it. The Cloud Compass? What's that? I've never heard of it before, but the chart also shows the 7 stones.
Says.
There's some writing too. The amber glints in a giant's horn. The sapphire shines in an ancient one's eyes. The amethyst awaits in the gargantuan maw. The emerald swoops past on a dead king's wings. The lapis lies on a snowy tail. The citron is sharpened by cutting winds. The ruby lies at the heart of all things. Sounds to me like each of the 7 stones could be a different part of a dragon's body. And then there's La Isla Dorada. I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling that's somewhere packed with treasure. I'd say there are plenty more mysteries for us to uncover down here. Let's make sure we pay another visit before long. For now, let's get the company banner to Mr. Houston. Okay, so maybe more and more areas will unlock as we do more and more plot nonsense. Well, I can tell you one thing. Starl smells like it's full of treasure. Can't wait to find out what's lying behind that door. But let's save that for later, shall we? I wonder what La Isla Dorada is like. Bet there's loads of treasure there. Seems like there's a treasure everywhere we go. So let's grab all we can.
Right.
Let's give Mr. Houston his precious banner. I just hope we don't have to wait much longer before the railway's up and running. Yeah, of course, a place named after El Dorado is probably filled with treasure. Then again, El Dorado was low-key just used to constantly force more expeditions because they found El Dorado immediately. It didn't have enough gold for them, so they just kept saying, like, yeah, there's an El Dorado beyond that one.
Hip, hip, hooray!
Meanwhile, the first place was quite literally just a society in Central America that the Spanish Inquisition stole all the gold from, because the people living there didn't have any value to gold. They didn't consider it valuable. So yeah, fun. Always fun committing acts of genocide against people. Or at least, that's what a lot of old people centuries ago consider fun. Oh. I hate humanity sometimes. Anyways, moving on. Oh, how wonderful. You found the company banner. Get the banner to Mr. Houston.
Bravo!
Hurrah! Thank you ever so much. Now there's something that I'd like to show you, if you'd care to come with me.
Well. It's a wondrous sight.
Is it not? The station's been restored to its former glory. It's the center of the world once again.
Really?
I'm feeling goo!
You can now take the train to nearby islands.
However,
This is a fine achievement, but it's just the first step. There are plenty more stations out there. Now the good news is that the terminal stations on the 4 other islands besides Patter Noggin are all operational. The bad news is that none of the other stations have any power. Fix every station you find, and the Trans-Draconic Railway will once again reach every corner of the world, as it did in its heyday. Sounds like we've got plenty more places to go looking for treasure.
well,
That's all well and good, but just remember to stay focused on finding the 7 stones.
just a moment.
Please? If it's treasure you're after, you should be aware that you're far from the only ones out there with that goal in mind. Ooh. Looks like there's a third player. The Robin Hoods, probably. There are the Sylphanians and Silverbones lot, of course. But there's a whole host of other treasure hunters to contend with. And frankly, I fear you don't have the manpower or the resources to compete. Mr. Houston's right. Our rivals are clearly stronger than us right now. We need to start upping our game. We certainly do. But luckily for you, I've come up with a plan. You two can befriend monsters, can you not? Well, my understanding is that some of our rivals have joined forces with monsters and are hunting for treasure together. So I was thinking we should do the same. If you could put together a gang of treasure-hungry monsters, we'd have nothing to fear.
Right then.
I'm feeling goo! Oh,
Goodness me. Was that an actual good idea? From you? I'm impressed. You know what I just realized? Gunther, that's a part of our party, was meant to be Captain Moggy's like best mate. And he 100% did not care that Captain Moggy, or Lieutenant Moggy, Corporal Moggy, Admiral Moggy, Mogsworth, who's abandoned, Mogsworth, literally like possibly jumped to his death. We don't know if he fell off the island or not while trying to get to Silverbone's ship. He has zero care about what happened to Mogsworth. And that's kind of sad. Kind of sad. A treasure hunting gang? I like the sound of that. The only question is, what are we going to call ourselves?
Yes, Eric?
Oh, wait. See if this fits. Not going to fit. I wanted to go with the friends we made. Oh, I would have loved if I could have named it the friends we made. It'd be so fitting. Oh. Okay, give me a second while I try to figure this out. Will that do? That might do. Yeah. That might do. We'll be the chest of friends.
I like it.
From now on, our game will be known as Chest of Friends. Because friendship's the greatest treasure of all. Yeah, Saturday morning cartoon vibes.
I hereby declare this our gang's brand new base.
Listen up! This world's full of treasure, and it's ours for the taking!
Let the treasure hunt begin!
I'm pretty certain I saw the sham hat witch we recruited in that like cutscene. So that makes me wonder, like, can the enemies change depending on, or not enemies, the people in that cutscene change if we have different party members recruited? Which makes me also wonder if you glitched in a party member you shouldn't have yet because you shouldn't have been able to recruit them yet. Could they be in that cutscene? Questions for another time. Eric and Mia now have their very own treasure hunting gang called Chest of Friends. Now, any treasure hunter worthy of the name is going to need a vault in which to store all their loot. In fact, didn't Porcus promise he'd prepare a vault for us? Let's go and see how he's getting on, shall we? What's more, I know this is all tutorial stuff, like technically, but it feels like I'm given a lot more agency to play as I go from tutorial bit, and it feels natural to go to each tutorial bit. Unlike a certain other game on my channel, which was an hour of cutscenes before I could even do anything player agency wise. And then just several other episodes of cutscenes after cutscenes after cutscenes of still having tutorial stuff before I could save the game without a cutscene interrupting me saving. God, Harvestella is just, it's so horrible. It's so horrible. Oh, there you are. So what's the verdict? I think our new vault is rather splendid, even if I do say so myself. All we have to do is fill it with treasure. I still don't think that it's a good idea to have it just like as a straight shoot from where people are coming in. Feels like a weird MOBA setup, and I don't even play MOBA games, man. You can now access the vault. Oh, and while you were gone, I went to the trouble of getting that treasure of yours appraised. We got a whatever!
This is great.
Ooh, slime jewel. A sparkling gem of a kind much sought after amongst slimes and their ilk.
Hey, we got
Kicked in castle wall. One of the walls from Moxva? The Moxva castle has been kicked down and repaired several times over. Ooh. Cool. All the treasure you find will be stored here in the vault. The more treasure you collect, the bigger your gang will become. And the bigger your gang, the easier it will be to find even more treasure. Now I've got things started by putting some treasure on display. Feel free to rearrange things as you see fit.
Right.
Right. I think it's high time you actually started treasure hunting in earnest, don't you? The train's waiting.
Guess so.
Bear this in mind.
Place your favorite treasures on the plinths? Yeah, plinths. In the vault and show off your own unique troves. Your gang members love treasure. So much so they'll even go to the trouble of polishing the treasure troves you placed on the plinths, increasing their value astronomically. Examine a plinth to change the trove placed there, or to view information about it. Increase the value of your favorite treasure and create your own unique troves. Okay, cool. Got our little area for our little slime jewel right now. Yeah. Could put that there, or one of the 7 stones when we actually get a 7 stone, but just don't have one of those yet. Alrighty, I think we should fix up a party though. Reorganized party. And yeah. She'll look for armor 1 and key items. We'll just look for cards. Stealth, he looks for weapons. Sprint looks for cards. Stealth. Kinda need the glide. I think key items would be useful, but I kinda want the sprint ability. But yeah, let's add Brady. Nope. Confirm that.
Good to know.
With the sprint forte, a monster will carry you cross-country quicker than you can manage under your own steam. You'll also be impervious to damage from falls.
This is worth remembering.
The launch forte propels you high into the air, allowing you to access lofty ledges and elevated areas you wouldn't normally be able to reach.
What is it?
Okay, cool, cool. Get it? Got it? Good. As I was saying, it's just a different feel. It's like I'm actually able to play the game and have a bit more agency between tutorial nonsense. Even though technically it's been, what, 3 episodes of just getting into the game. And they're all been like an hour long. So, yeah. There you are. You're all set for the treasure hunt?
Not so fast.
You too? This place is still short-staffed, so I think one of you should stay behind.
No doubt.
Yes, indeed. I dread to think what would happen if the station had any unwelcome guests while you were both away.
Aww.
I was really looking forward to going out exploring together. Still, I guess it's better if just one of us goes out at a time. So who's going to go first? Yeah, you can go first, sis.
All right then.
Sure thing. Don't worry though, I'll come back and take over here before too long.
It's my turn now.
Good to know.
Speak to your sibling back at the base when you want to control a different character. Stick to your favorite or swap regularly. The choice is yours. Remember, we're going to be doing all we can to help you.
Right.
Indeed we are. In fact, we have a very particular talent we're sure you'll find useful. We have the power to predict the type of treasures you might find on your travels. We'll do this whenever you board the train.
Come on.
Okay, let's do this. Let's bag all the treasure we can find while we search for the 7 stones. I think we should have a goal to aim for. Let's say we try to collect treasure worth 500,000 gold coins. Sounds like a good start to me.
Let the hunt begin.
All right, let's get this treasure hunt going. You can now undertake all sorts of different quests.
This is well worth knowing.
Your first priority should be to complete the main quest, of course. Of course, if you've time to spare, there's all sorts of treasures to be found by attempting other quests as well. Main quest? Much buried treasure as they can. Railway quest? Main. Mr. Houston requests that all stations in Draconia be restored to working order. True. The stations on the mainland, perhaps someone there will be able to provide a helpful hint or two. Oh, yeah. These are just for all the stations. Like, yeah, if you go there, someone might be able to help you. Oh, yeah. Looks like the game's properly opened up at this point, which is good, cool, awesome. Coolio, funky, fresh, you know, you get the gist of it.
Are you paying attention?
You can check your golden ratio for each island from the station's destination list. A higher value means your monsters will be able to sense treasure more easily. So be sure to head for the islands with the highest numbers. You can raise a golden ratio by choosing monsters whose favorite treasure matches the treasure forecast for the island you want to visit. Oh, okay. So that's your favorite treasure. Okay. Ursula and Porcus will tell you about the treasures that are up for grabs on each island. Use this information to hunt down the treasures you want. Okay. Cool. So, looks like this one has a treasure forecast of 50%. Ooh. Hinter quarters. And it's all because of Gunter. Okay. If we switched one of those characters to, what was it? Bone Dry Dunes just has cards. So it doesn't, like, double down if, like, 2 of your party members have the same interests. You kind of want party members with different interests in order to, get that treasure value up. Well, actually, if we go back and switch out...
Hello there.
Yeah.
Fancy a change?
I do want that sprint ability, but if we get her in, guess what?
What is it?
We'll have 100% on that one island. As the other things we're missing were key items, as well as armor 1. So that'll be a lot of treasure on that island, that's for sure. Good stuff. Simple system, easy to know.
Again.
Treasure forecast? Yep. Alrighty, let's go for it. Depart for Swish Melt Lakeside Station at Lake Swish Melt on the Hinter Quarters. Yep. Let's go for it.
See you guys later!
Toodle pip.
Toodle pip, that's so adorable.
Swish smelt lakeside. Swish smelt lakeside.
Is it glitching out because I'm...
This is well worth knowing.
I think it glitched out because I was going through the helpful tip icons. That's interesting and maybe patched out in a version because I haven't connected my Switch to the internet in a minute. I should probably connect my Switch to the internet and update this game. I just don't want to do another Switch update. I swear every single time I finally turn on my Switch, it's like, hey, there's an update. You need to update your system. And it's like, I don't want to. I really don't. Anyways, weird and wonderful things happen in locations marked with an exclamation mark. If you're not sure what to do next, heading to the exclamation mark is a good idea. Okay. Oh, looks like we are on a station in a place. Doesn't look like there's exactly a save point, but what else? Don't need to end an episode or a recording at a save point. Now do we? But I'm gonna call it here for this recording, whatever, today, guys. And I'll talk to you all in another episode, recording, whatever, what have you, of Dragon Quest Treasures. But until then, it's been fun, and ciao.